shortcut home, no lucky ride. Just guts and grind and time on your side. You can run from doubt, but you can't deny when it's heads up for glory. Chips don't lie. The cards are shuffled, we've set the pace. This ain't no friendly neighborhood game. This is the Syndicate, we don't play the same. They say they got skills, they say they've got fire, but we built this table, raised it high. So call your crew and bring your best. It's multi-table mayhem, forget the rest. We don't fear the numbers, we don't flinch at the crowd. We rise in the silence, we strike loud and proud. Stack for stack, play by play, we'll be waiting at the end of the day. So rally the room, light the fuse, but just know this, we don't lose. Try your luck in the lion's lair. Come take on the Syndicate if you dare. Fear the numbers, we don't flinch at the crowd. We rise in the silence, we strike loud and proud. Stack for stack, play by play, we'll be waiting at the end of the day. So rally the room, light the fuse, but just know this, we don't lose. Try your luck in the lion's lair.
Well, now we're here,
Take on the Syndicate.
and now we're ready. It is the Syndicate's Assembly. Game number 3 of the Gauntlet, a test for the Syndicate's underling club, the Assembly. See how they can stack up against the competition of their senior members. Got 2 tables running on this game, and we will give you the lowdown on who all's playing tonight, or this morning, or this evening, however you want to look at it. Got Ms. Martinez, Forking Acehole, Casely, Eaton, Boss, Vixen, Jam Rock and Roll, Millie, Freakchild, and Biggie Large all playing together on this game tonight at 2 different tables. We'll take a peek at table 1 as we get into the action here. Where we have Eaton, Freakchild, Forking Acehole, XRP Vixen, We see a Jack 4-9 come up. As they get rolling, we'll take a peek real quick over here at table 2 with Casely, Big E Large, Ms. Martinez, Boss, and Jam Rock and Roll, all on table 2. Head back over to our first table here real quick because they were in the middle of action here. Finishing this one up. Millie will take it with a pair of jacks. And we will go back over to table 2 and see what's going on with Casely, Jam Rock and Roll going heads up on this one. Casely will take that one down without showing anything. Blinds starting out at 510. Blinds go up very quickly in the Gauntlet series. Every 6 minutes they will go up in increments of 5 chips and 10 chips respectively. So the next blind level will be 1020. The Gauntlet designed to test chip stack management, patience, timing, as well as just about every aspect of Texas Hold'em, as it were. Ace, King, Ace on the board there, with everybody but Casely playing in on table 2 here. Game number 3 of this Gauntlet series. And Jammer will take that one. Gauntlet series, the series designed for the underling up-and-comers of the Syndicate Poker Club. Head back over to table 1 here. And we will probably cut the commentary out a little bit tonight, as there's a lot going on. Let you guys enjoy watching the action. Eden, one of the assembly members, sitting in on table 1 here, offline and away at the moment, as well as XRP Vixen. Blinds have already gone up to 1020 at table 1. Table 2 about to go up here. They just now went up to 1020. Blind clocks going for both tables all at the same time. Casely and Boss going at it over here on table 2 with an ace, deuce 3, and now a 7. 3 clubs on the board. Boss will go 20. Casely will call that with a queen of diamonds. A lot of mess out here with 3 hearts on the board. 6-9 jack of hearts with an 8 of clubs on the turn. Everybody betting big on this one. And a 4th heart on the board over here on table 2. And Ms. Martinez will take that one. Biggie flush there. We'll head back over to table 1. Eaton has joined the game. XRP Vixen still MIA at the moment. Freechild and Eaton going heads up on this action. Eaton's 90 chip bet will take Freechild out of the running on that one. As we've got 2 tables running on this wonderful Gauntlet Eve with the Syndicate's Assembly Poker Club Gauntlet Series. Listening into the sound effects from table 2 there, I believe. In the lower left corner. Table 1 up in the upper right corner. And everything will move a little slowly here at first, but things will progressively start getting more interesting as the pressure is turned on in the game. Line's about to go back up again here in about 1 minute. Once again, the Gauntlet designed to test all the players on their chip stack management and being able to handle all the pressure that comes along with playing poker at high rates of speed, so to speak. So head back over to table 2 here real quick. We see a 4-9, 3 of spades, and a 6 of diamonds. Another spade on the river. Casely will take that one. And we will check in with our leaderboard here on the Gauntlet so far. Currently, Casely's sitting up in first, just barely, a little bit. Everybody's staying even still with pretty much their starting chip stacks. Gives you a good look at the field of who all's out there tonight. And as the game continues on, once somebody gets knocked out, the players will all join in on one table. And speaking of one table, before these guys get too far into their action, we'll go back over to table 1 real quick. Where Millie is waiting to see what happens here. She will fold. Freechild will call. Acer will check the option. King of diamonds on the turn. Acer bets the 60, takes Freechild down. 2 pair of kings over 7. And we will just let you guys enjoy the game for a little while. And listen to the poker songs that you don't need to hear.
Sat down with a stack, feeling just right. Read the whole table like a book last night. But then a guy in Crocs and a cowboy hat called my raise with 7 deuce. Imagine that. Flop comes down, not a pair in sight. He rivered a straight, said, I just playing for the vibes, alright. Oh, all in, all night. These fuckers just can't play right. They call with trash, hit the light. I'm losing chips to fools in flight. Luck's on vacation, skills out of sight. Still I'm all in all night. Hands like this all night, one last try. Got kings in the hole, fell 10 feet high. Big blind calls with a face full of fries. Flop strips with a 9, I don't know why. He said 9's my lucky number, dude. I tipped my hat and ordered comfort food. I study GTO solvers and charts. They study cartoons and follow their hearts. One guy said oops as he showed his hand. Flopped a full house with a beer in his pants. I cried inside but I kept my cool while the guy next to me played chess with a pool noodle. All in, all night. We're donkeys dancing, sharks lose fights. They hit their gut shots just for spite. I'm down to crumbs but still polite. If I go broke, at least I wrote this song. All in, all night. poker trap, reading the board while losing my crap. Nothing I'm saying is making much sense. Let's go! Sober as a monk in a poker trap, reading the board while losing my crap. Nothing I'm saying is making much sense. I argued with the cat in the game hot 10. I wanna know where Chase went. He goes to mid-hand, just fucking left. Last I saw, he shoved with queen 5 off. Now he's in my ass. Wait, I meant Miami.
Well, as we said, the songs you didn't need to know existed that have to do with poker. True stories of poker, though. Absolutely true stories of poker. Last song, a song about a guy named Chase. All built from the online chat logs of PokerNow. PokerNow, a free-to-play poker site. Actually, they call it a free-to-play poker client, full of sit-and-go games, free-to-play ring games, free-to-play tournaments, free rolls, all sorts of other stuff. Everything is 100% free over at PokerNow.club. And also the home of the Syndicate and the Assembly poker clubs, currently playing the Gauntlet, which you're watching right here on YouTube, live. As we watch Table 1 with Eaton and Freechild going at it. Freechild will bet out 360. And shows he had trip jacks at least. Everybody kind of holding tight with their chip stack so far. Once again, the Gauntlet designed to test players with their chip stack management. A lot of senior syndicate members playing against the junior club of the Assembly. As we are all watching Table 1 at the moment of 2 tables that are going right now. Total of 10 players in the overall game. Everybody will be joining one table eventually here as soon as somebody goes out. Any kind of late registration is closed at this time, so this will be our field of players. And XRP Vixen not making a showing, so we may be seeing an exit of XRP Vixen from the table very quickly. So we may see them move on to one table here sooner than we think. But we got 2 tables going. Has been watching Table 1. Let's go take a peek at Table 2 as I start up a new hand. Seems that's where our sound effects are coming from. Biggie Large betting out $1.50 on that one. Nobody wants to play with that. As the blinds have gone up to 20-40 at this point. Blinds go up very quickly. Small blinds, but they will go up very quickly. Every 6 minutes, I believe. As everybody kind of limps in, they've gone up to 25.50 actually as we speak. So Casely will pop it up to 150. A 3 bet on that. 2 kings and a deuce on the board. Boss will check it over to Casely. Casely will bet it up $1.50. Boss will call it, and Jack of clubs comes on the turn. all community cards. So these are all 5 of those cards on the board used by both players to make the best 5-card hand. Boss betting 50. Casely over the top at 250. Boss calls it. Casely ended up with a full house, 6s over kings. 6 on the river there. As they pop into yet another hand, Biggie Large limping in along with Ms. Martinez. Another one of the assembly members actually took one of the Gauntlet games. Was that last game? I believe it was last game or the first game. Game 1 or game 2. Won the whole shebang. Also making her way up on the syndicate, or sorry, the PokerNow Sit and Go leaderboard, which you can find at pokernow.club. We do have all those websites for you. We'll get to that. When we move down to one table, we'll give you some more information on all of that. And it looks like table 1 has popped into another new hand here, so we'll catch up with these guys over there now. Queen 9, 8, 2 spades on the board. Freechild bets it out. Another queen comes on the board. Freechild betting up 300. Forking ace hole. We'll call it. Millie will head out. 10 comes on the river. Freechild going big. Well, there we go. Another boat on the river. 10's full. And looks like we did have a late arrival. Thunderbird 2 has made it into the game. Just in time, too, I believe. Thunderbird coming out of the UK, so probably just woke up, hasn't even had coffee yet. Whereas a lot of the players are sitting in the US right now, all probably drinking coffee, fighting to stay awake at this point. And we will take a peek over at, well, at both tables for the moment. Once again, our sound effects coming from table 2 there. We would bring up the sound effects of both tables, but that just gets a little annoying. We'll see what's going on table 2. We're going to get started into a new hand here. Ace 10, 3, 2 clubs on the board. 5 of diamonds comes on the turn. And 3 of diamonds on the river. Both players checking it all the way down. And Casely had to cut out our mic there for a moment. Back over at table 1. King Jack 5 on the board here. Freakchild's action. Headed over to Forking Ace. Well, XRP Vixen being removed from the game did not make it to the cutoff. Thunderbird just barely making the cutoff to get into the game. As we see a 5-8 ace come out on the flop. Thunderbird in the action. And Thunderbird possibly timing out on this one. Millie's going up 300 over to Forking Ace hole. Freakchild folds out. Queen of diamonds on the turn. Thunderbird and Millie going at it for 100. And a 6 of diamonds. 650 apiece. Millie will take that one with trip eights. Thunderbird going a little reckless on that one. Going rogue. Thunderbird on the action for 3 3/4. Be enough to pop Freakchild out of there. Pocket fours. Blinds are up to 5,100. Freakchild's getting out of the way. Eaton slowly building up a chip stack there at 106.20 or 10.620, however you want to say. Yeah, Millie will take that one without a showing, as we will pop now back over to table number 2. See what's shaking with Casely, Biggie, Ms. Martinez, Boss, and Jam Rock and Roll. Ace, Jack, 4. 2 clubs on the board. Ace and the Jack of clubs. Queen of Hearts comes out. And Jack of Diamonds. Apparently there's been a little confusion. Apparently some of the players do not realize that they are actually playing a 2-table game. Some of the players do not realize that there's another table full of players at another table. So this could get interesting if somebody does go out with they haven't moved down to one table as we thought they would with the XRP Vixen not making the cutoff to get on the table because Thunderbird joined in. That all happened over on table 1. So there may be a big surprise when somebody does get knocked out. Casely with Pocket Rockets taking that one down.
This one's for the grinders, the ghosts of bankrolls past, and everyone who's ever lost to a guy named Ricky, holding 6'9" offsuit on a prayer.
I had the nuts on the turn, felt like a king, counting my chips, hearing the angels sing. He called my shove like he couldn't care less, said let's see what happens, oh no this fucking ass. Board paired the river, my soul took a hit, he slow rolled me quads while eating Cool Ranch chips. Down by the river of tears, where dreams drown deep and love disappears. You stupid fuckers floating down the river, sitting on the toilet and then they flush. I played it right, but fate interferes, now I'm floating alone on a river of tears. Another day, another dollar lost, flopped a straight thought, I'll show him who's boss. He called with two pair, weak as can be, then the board paired up naturally. He fist bumped a guy in a Scooby-Doo hat while I stared at the felt flat on my back. Down by the river of tears, where dreams drown deep and love disappears. These stupid fuckers floating down the river, sitting on the toilet and then they flush. I played it right, but fate interferes, now I'm floating alone on a river of tears. I once believed in math, in discipline, in range, but now I believe in bad beats and emotional change. They say variance, I say witchcraft. They say don't tilt, I say laugh on my behalf. Cashed out my chips, walked into the night, past the neon sign and the soda Sprite light. My bankroll's gone, but my soul remains, scarred by maniacs and psychic pains. If you see me wandering with hollow eyes, just know the river's where my sanity lies. Down by the river of tears, where straights get cracked and you face your fears. It's not just the cards, it's the pain of the peers who hit runner and then cheers. Yeah, I'll see you again on that river of tears. Sat down with a stack, feeling just right. Read the whole table like a book last night. But then a guy in Crocs and a cowboy hat called my raise with 7 deuce. Imagine that. Flop comes down, not a pair in sight. He rivered a straight, said, I just playing for the vibes, alright. Oh, all in, all night. These fuckers just can't play right. They call with trash, hit the light. I'm losing chips to fools in flight. Luck's on vacation, skills out of sight. Still I'm all in all night. Hands like this all night. Taking calls with a face full of fries. Flop strips with a 9. I don't know why. He said 9's my lucky number, dude. I tipped my hat and ordered comfort food. I studied GTO solvers and charts. They study cartoons and follow their hearts. One guy said oops as he showed his hand, flopped a full house with a beer in his pants. I cried inside but I kept my cool while the guy next to me played chess with a pool